Hello everyone, my name's Sandra Feeney. I have an Etsy store that is called Sandals by Sandra, and today I am going to teach you guys how to make these little flowers on a high wedge Havaianas. The materials we're gonna need: nylon size 10 needles for beading, okay, and the beads. Obviously black for the base, and the colors of your choice. And this bead size is 11. You're going to put one needle, one bead in a thread, just to help you secure work. Always leave a little thread on the bottom because you're gonna have to finish your work. You go around twice. Now, my choices are going to be black for the base. So, you take 5 beads, right? Go all the way to the bottom. This is a peyote stitches. You go and you go back with the needle and your 3rd bead. And what you're gonna have is one bead, I don't know if you can see. So it's going to be one bead besides the other. In your job, you're going back towards the first bead you tied it into it. Okay, for now. You take another bead and you go inside your last black bead. And that's what you're gonna have. And then in there. Now, still hold your work. Okay? And we're gonna start our first flower. I'm gonna start with the blue. When I can ever get the blue. So, there we go. We have a blue. We're going back on the outside bead. If you guys do not know what peyote stitches is, you Google on YouTube until you get comfortable with. It's not complicated. It's just hard to learn the steps, but once you get it, you become good at it. There was a black one, right? And this is what you have. Okay. My thread's coming out of the black, so I'll come back with another black. Right there. Now it's a blue. Blue one. And my thread is coming out of the black. We're gonna skip that black, go to the blue. Now we're gonna use this, the center of the flower. And my choice, it's always going to be yellow. Yellow. black on the black. Another black. Okay. Sorry. Now it's another blue inside. Blue inside the yellow. It's starting to form the little flower. Guys, I'm sorry for my messy beads. So here we have half of our first flower. So what you're gonna do now, you have 4 blue. You need 3 more. But what you're gonna do, you're going back inside these 2 blues right there. Okay.
Oh my God, there's music in the back.
Sorry. It's all good. So it came out right there in the first blue. Now we're gonna do, we pick it up 3 blues, 3 blue. I'm going right back. So you see, you're gonna make a circle. There you go. There you have your first flower. And this is kind of like a little basket for the flower. We can call that. Now we go with the black. All right, inside this last black right here. Okay. There you go. We're gonna start the second flower. As you guys can see right here, it's 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. So now I'm gonna start my second flower. I always continue. Now you can kind of hold in your own work. You don't have to hold to this thread, but it's up to you. My next choice will be, it will be the purple. So I take the purple, my thread is coming out of here. I go back in the black one. And here we have it. I take another black. And this is a very important step. You're gonna skip 1, 2 blue and go in the third one with your black. See that? All right. A black. And your thread's coming out of the blue. You're going back right there. Another black. Nope. Now it's the purple. You get a purple one. You got a purple one, and your needle, your thread's coming out of this one, so you're gonna go right back inside the purple one. All right, now we're gonna do the little center again, yellow, and you're going back to your purple one. There you have black inside black. There you have it. Take another black, go back, ooh, and a black. Sometimes you get it loose, don't panic. Just try to fix it, hold it with your hands, and then we start having it. Again, purple, okay? Purple inside yellow. Always hold your work. And then you have, go around the yellow to the purple. It's kind of hard, but I have to hold my work. So the same process again. I have 4 purple now. I'll go back inside around the 2 first ones. Hold your flower, pull the thread. Add add 3 beads, go back around inside your other 2 purple. So what you're doing, you're making a circle and you're closing your flower. Always make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. We're right there, so now we're gonna take a black inside a black. And you have it. What's my next color? Green. So I take 1 green because now I'm gonna make a flower on this side. So there you are, my green inside the black. Black, I'll come 1, 2, put my needle in the 3rd one. As you guys can see. Black, I'm coming back right now to the black one. Now I'm getting the green. My thread's right there inside the green one. Now I have 2 greens. Now I have the middle one, which is the yellow, going back inside the green. And there we have it. Black inside the second black. Kind of lost my thread, but I got it back. Black, inside of black, we're coming back now. Green inside yellow. You can also do this in the same color roses if you want. It would be easier for you for beginners, because that way you don't have to keep changing colors. But I like this one because you can use it with any clothes you want, or put in any color flip-flop. Could be in a brown, could be white. So now I have a green. I'm going back from the yellow to the green. And this happens sometimes. Alright. Now here we have it, right? Alright. What is my next step? I'm going right back inside the first two greens, because now I'm going around to form my flower. So 1, 2, 3. I take 3 greens. My thread is right there. I'm going back inside 2 greens. Now that we have, we're gonna make pink, because we're making a flower on this side. One pink. And our next steps here is to skip 2 greens and go inside a third one. There we take a black, go back inside this black one. The reason why I'm using nylon thread is because that way nobody will see your work. Now we're gonna use a pink. Pink is so tiny. So I got a pink inside a pink. And what's our middle? Yellow. Okay, there we have black inside a black. And now we're going back to form the flower. Black inside of black. Okay. Pink inside yellow.
Go.
Pink inside the pink. And here we have 4. So we come around, pinks and pink. Okay. You see it gets together. Now we're gonna do, but in this case I'm gonna put a 4 because my bead is so small, so it's okay. Just in this case, because she's very tiny. It's not a she, it's very tiny. Go back, and voila, we have another flower. Now, you're gonna do this pattern, all right, all the way until you get to your flip flip-flop size. It depends on each flip-flop. This one's a 37, so you gotta do it and measure it. And then we'll continue. You just keep on doing until you get to here. And then we're gonna finalize this project. I already finished, as you can see. All right, I finished the strap. So what we do is this: we come here, we measure it to see if it's good enough for the strap. And you always leave a little bit because when you step, you don't want to be stepping on the beads. So yes, that's good enough. And I made 2 of those. Now our next step is to combine these 2 with another flower. My choice of flower was the white one, white daisy. But before we get to that, remember when we start our project, we left a little string in each side to start our work. So what I'm gonna do right now is put this aside, finish this first with you guys. So you go back with a needle and a thread, right? And you just going to hide and secure your work. Hide the thread and secure work. That's what we're gonna do. So you go back inside the beads in a way that you're following, you're going with the flow. The flow.
Move over here.
Okay, this is in my my face.
Well, I can't go. If I can, then don't do over there. Do over here.
How's that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I already came back all the way around here, and you get your thread inside. Okay. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna make a knot. You knot it 1 time, knot it 2 times, and go back inside the beads like I'm doing. Now you go around your inside your beads again and make another knot. One, 2, double knot. You get your pliers, make sure the knot is tight, and what you do is hiding your thread, and at the same time securing your work. And then you can just keep on going as much as you want, because all right, so I'm good with that. And you come here, you cut it. All right, so you're gonna do this same thing I did in all the ends of your work. I have to do it on this one also. So what I'm gonna do, so right now we're gonna have to choose how are we going to attach the white one. So I choose this, you know, when you first beginning your project. So we have 2, 4 here, 2, 4, here we have 5, but it doesn't matter. So you're gonna get a nylon, another piece of nylon, go in any any string that you already have, and then we're gonna make a knot. Do a double knot. Make sure it's nice and secure. We're gonna trim this later and burn. Okay. So I did the knot. Now I'm gonna walk. Sorry. Now I'm gonna walk the thread around. I'm gonna hide the knot. See, I was able to hide the knot. And because I already used the bead so many times, putting thread through it's kind of hard. But, well, I want to get out with my needle at this end. So here's what I'm going to do. And here I am. Voila. Now we're going to connect these two together. You take your other piece of work. Your piece of work. And you put the needle through it. Okay. And now we have them together. As you can see, pay attention to these details. The two blue daisies on top, the two blue daisies on the top, purple ones on the bottom, purple ones on the bottom. We're good to go. So now we're gonna get one white. We should go through. Yeah, I went through this first black bead, but I'm gonna go through both of them. So now we take the white bead and go back, okay, to the first bead. We attach it. Another white, and now you're going back from the black to the white again. And now we take our center, which is the yellow one, and our thread is coming out of this white. We're gonna go back on this white. And here we have it. We can tie this up all together later. Another white. I'm coming out of this white. We're going back in yellow. And as you can see, we have the same process that we had it, hopefully, when we begin all this. And I come here, take another white from the yellow. My thread's coming out of the yellow, going back. Now, look what we have. Half a daisy. Again, we go, our thread coming out of this one. We're going to go through two whites, hold your work, and there we have. We're going to complete with as many as you need. I think I need 3, so I put 3 whites, and I'm going to go through 2 whites. And then we have our daisy. And that's going to connect our work. Now what we're going to do is make sure that the white goes on the other side of the work. The second bead, as you can see, needles going through the second bead. And now look at this. It's perfectly connect together our work. It all together, nice and secure. But we're gonna go around as many times that you need it. So it's coming out of this one. I'm going around this one. Okay. And this black, white, and white. I'm gonna go around a few times because that's the daisy that is connecting our two straps.
As you can see, it's coming out from here. And we're going to go right here again. And then we're going to go on this side. Because I think we did enough.
Now I'm gonna switch needles because this needles is only good for this type of beads. Now I'm gonna get a stronger needle. And that's too big. Maybe to work on the fluff up. Okay. All right. So always remember the outside, which has the name Havaianas that I already removed, it's always bigger than the inside. All right. What you want to do now is make sure you hold it on to it. Make sure it's on the same size. All right. I'm actually going to put this bead, put the thread. All right. Sometimes it gets tough to go through because we already been through the same place so many times. Use your pliers. My white daisy, because I want my white daisy to be right there in the middle. So now we're gonna use the plier the whole time because the rubber is kind of tough. I want my white right there. Always remembering that the bottom stitch has to be very tiny stitch. The top, not so much. So as you can see, I went through inside, not too close to the edge. Okay. And now we're gonna start our work. See? Nice and secure. Correct? Great. Something I want to show you guys. When you're doing the stitches, you see all these little dots right here? You always want to put your needle before the dots. Because if you put after, the rubber is too thin and it will not hold your nylon. Now one more time. A very tiny one on the bottom. Get your plier. Now I'm going to go in the middle of the blue flower, as you guys can see. First I'm going to work the outside, and then now the top one, the top stitch can always be random, not too big, not too big, not too small. So I'm going to try to secure this way. I look at the bottom, make sure it's not in the middle of the straps, it's more to the edge. Okay, it's all good to go. As you can see now, small stitch. Another thing you have to look at it's to make sure your design, it's not too much this way, it's right perfectly in the middle. So we'll cover this middle. Always hold your work. Don't stretch too much. Let it loose a little bit. And here we have. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing till I get to the end, and I'll come back. So we get to the end. it is secure, one side and the other, left and right. We're at the end, and I want to teach you guys how do I finish my product here. Here's what I do. I put the needle inside the rubber, but it does not touch the bottom of it. But the plier helps a lot because the rubber is kind of thick. Okay. Again, same thing. And I kind of fold it. Alright. But now I'm going to show you guys the bottom of it. There's no needle going through. Get tight here. There you go. It can be random stitches, okay? And it's even better if it is random. As you can see, the needle pop up on the other side. Give a little bit space. And don't worry about it. Nobody's gonna see that stitch. As many times as you want. And now you come here with your lighter, burn it, touch it to make sure it will not it's not rough. Next thing, how do you know it's not gonna bother your client's foot? You touch it, okay? And if you are feeling, you put on your foot, try it on, and if it's bothering you, the stitches in the bottom, that means obviously it's going to hurt your client's foot. You don't want that to happen. So basically, what we're going to do now is just do some knots, and the same thing we did on this first strap, we're going to start doing the second one, and our work will be completely done. Burn it. We're going to burn. I'm just gonna laugh for a while. Me and my daughter, Shannon.
Yo.
And oh my God.
We finished the video.